friends, and welcome. I'm Cassidy with Marina Bay Yoga, and today's day 2 of our stress-free holiday series. And this is really truly your guide to a peaceful holiday season. So today we're going to meet on the yoga mat, and you can come to sit on your mat in a comfortable seated position. I'm going to begin crisscross, but you can begin in a lotus pose or sitting up on your heels if you prefer. Bring your hands to your knees and start to find some little rocks side to side. Today's class is all about releasing big emotion. And we're starting in this little sway because oftentimes when we're carrying big emotion, our body just needs to move. I'm going to pick my hands up and start shaking out my hands. And I know you might think this looks silly, but I want to encourage you to do the same thing. So when we are moving big energy through our body likes to move. It's why you might feel like you need to go for a walk or get in a run, or in this case, do some yoga to get out that energy. So go ahead and shake out your hands. You might not even know what the big emotion is yet that's going on, but we're going to go ahead and shake it out. And then start to find some stillness. And if you're in a different position, go ahead and meet me here in this comfortable seat with your sits bones on the ground. So I'm going to pull my booty to the side. Make sure you can find your sits bones. Our palms are going to face down. And give yourself a moment to arrive. If you're in a new space, maybe you're traveling for the holidays, or if you have not been in the room that you're in some time, take a moment and just look around, see what's around you. And then if it feels good to do so, let your eyes flutter closed. And bring your awareness to the space where your hands touch your knees. On your next inhale, fill up all the way, pressing your navel as far as you can out in front of you. And on your exhale, let out a big sigh. Another deep breath in through the nose. Fill up all the way. And on your exhale, let out another big sigh. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. And on your exhale, soften your shoulders away from your ears and let something go. Beginning to ground yourself into the present moment. Next inhale, take your arms up and overhead, reaching up towards the sky. Eyes can stay closed, or you can let them flutter open, and we're going to draw a line with the nose up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, drop a right arm down, left arm reaches up and overhead. And inhale, both arms come up. Left hand drops down, right arm reaches up and overhead. We're going to start to move through that a little bit faster. Both arms reach up, and right arm comes down, left arm comes up and over. Again, both arms rise on your inhale, and left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. Continue with your own breath, inhaling up and exhaling to one side. Almost like you're doing the wave from one side to the other. And we're going to continue this movement for a few more breaths, finding some organic movement here too, maybe you linger a little bit longer on one side or go a little bit faster. Finding what suits your body right now. And then we'll meet back in the center. And go ahead and take your right arm back down, reach that left arm up and over. And this time we're going to circle the hands in front, making a big circle around so that left hand can come down to the left side and right arm reaches back up. And then we'll take a big exhale, bring that right hand back down towards the left side and circle the hands in front of you towards the ground. Bring the right hand down, reach the left arm up. Almost like you're holding a ball, we're going to continue that movement, circling all the way in front of you and back over to the left side. A few more times through with your own breath, at your own pace. Saying hello to the shoulders, the neck, and maybe even feeling a little bit of release through the hips. We'll take these big circles through just a couple more times. And then we're going to land in a gentle fold over the knees. Reaching past the knees, maybe letting your head drop down, and even rounding out your back. We'll continue those little micro movements, finding a little sway side to side. Some of our practices will be about holding the pose, but today's practice is really about moving the energy, and so we're going to take lots of little subtle movements, continuing to keep the energy flowing, releasing it out. And slowly walk your hands back up to your knees. Come back to a seated position. Find those sits bones again. Find the space where your hands touch your knees. Let your eyes flutter closed. And let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Coming back to that starting position, take a deep breath in. And let out a big exhale. Another deep breath in. And sigh it out. One more deep breath in. And big exhale. Allow your eyes to flutter open if you'd like, or you can keep them closed. And we're going to move into some seated cat-cows. So on your exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Round out your spine towards the wall behind you. And on your inhale, draw your heart forward. Lift through the chest and even allow your head to drop back without cranking your neck. Exhale, head comes down, round out your spine. Inhale, lift your heart, drop your head back. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, lift the heart, drop the head back for cow pose. Exhale, head comes down, round out your spine for cat. Continue with this movement, inhaling forward and exhaling back. Moving with your own breath. And maybe even feeling your pelvic bone rock back and forth. Your pelvis rock back and forth. And then slowly come back to center. We're going to add on a little bit through this. So we're going to take some big circles all the way around to the left knee, to the right knee, and back. And as you move through these circles all the way around, go ahead and continue that cat-cow. So inhaling, finding a little arch when you come forward, and exhaling, rounding out your spine as you press back. Exhale, round out the spine, circle around to the left, inhale forward. Exhale towards the right, rounding out the spine. Take a few more here. Again, lots of organic movement through these poses. Continue this motion. We tend to carry stress and emotion and our feelings in our hips and our shoulders. That's why they tend to get tight. So we're just taking some time to loosen them up. Now reverse your circles, switching directions, take it all the way around. Give yourself time. If there's a place that feels extra tight, you want to linger there a little bit longer. We are not in a hurry. And then slowly make your way back to center. Beautiful, yogis. All right, we're going to take whatever foot is closest and bring it to the outside. Might feel a little bit awkward when you first get there. That's okay. Bring your hands back to your knees and sit up nice and tall. And let your eyes flutter closed again. Resetting back in this comfortable seat. And take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, let out a big sigh. Another deep breath in. And a big exhale. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale this time, let something go. On your next inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. And we're going to twist to the right, bringing left hand to right knee. Elongate your spine. Press your right hand into the ground behind your right hip. And slowly turn and look over the right shoulder. Now you may be able to twist a little bit deeper from your core. I'm not going to because of the baby, but you might be able to twist a little bit deeper from the midsection, and that's totally okay, as long as you're not pregnant. And then we're going to keep the spine nice and long here. Gentle on the neck, even as you're peering over the shoulder. Take your arms up and overhead, rotate back forward, and exhale, twist to the left. Bringing right hand to left knee, left fingertips pressed behind your left hip. Elongate your spine, and find a gentle peek over the left shoulder. Inhale, take your arms up and overhead, and exhale, hands come back down to the ground, or to your knees, either one. All right, we're gonna keep the foot that's closest to us on the ground. So mine is my left, so if you wanna stick with the same side as me, then keep your left leg on the ground, and your right foot is gonna step out just to the side. Now, you may stay here. This might feel good, and you wanna stay here for the hips. Couple other options, because we're going to be folding forward. So I'm going to give you a few other options. You can take this right foot and swing it back behind you so that you're in more of a herky, a bit of a supported pigeon. And so that right knee is bent, right foot is back towards your right hip. And then the left shin is parallel to your yoga mat. So we're creating a little bit more distance between our body and the right foot. Okay, from here, this is option 2. I'm gonna give you one other option. If you're like, hey, I want a little bit more, then I'm gonna have you slide this right leg back as far as it feels good. And it might just be a little bit. You might come all the way up into your pigeon. And I'm a little bit too close to that door, but you may come all the way up into your pigeon. Now, if this is your first yoga class ever with me, maybe stay right where you are. just with the knee bent. But if you're comfortable doing pigeon and you do this quite a bit, then go ahead and you can extend it back into a full pigeon, okay? Nice and gentle. And if you're in full pigeon, you might stay lifted, or you can come down onto your elbows. So this is option number 3. If that's you, stay there, hang out there for just a moment. If you're in option number 2 with me, we're gonna go ahead and walk the hands forward and find a gentle fold over that front leg. This is option number 2. If that feels good, go ahead and stay there. And then option number 1, the first one I presented, with the right knee still pointed up, you're gonna walk your hands forward. Now this is gonna be quite an interesting stretch, and your right knee might want to fold out to the side. Try to keep it in for this one, okay? This is gonna be a little bit more supported if having all that bending on the right side doesn't feel so good. All right, whichever you've chosen, stay there. I'm gonna go to option number 2. And as you land, let your eyes flutter closed. And allow your shoulders to soften away from your ears. Find some length in your neck so you're not cranking up to look at me or at the screen, but just some gentleness from the crown of the head all the way down to the tailbone. And take a deep breath in. Let out a big exhale. Allow your body to soften here, finding just a few more breaths of release. And gentle as you walk yourself back up. Coming back through center, slowly make your way back to this easy seat. So sliding out of full pigeon, hooking your right leg back over, or simply crisscrossing your legs. Once you've landed here in your easy seat, we're all going to meet back together. Hands come back behind the hips, fingers face towards you. Step your feet about hip-width apart, leaning back on your hands, and go ahead and rock your knees side to side. The left and the right will most likely feel quite different right now, and that's okay. We're going to even them out. All right, let's move to the right side. So you can keep your left foot where it is, and then bring your right leg parallel to the mat. This is option number 1. If you loved this option last time and want to stick with it, go ahead and do so. You can walk your hands forward and find that gentle fold. Remember, keep this left knee in, and let your body relax over the right leg. You can also take your left leg behind you and find a fold over the right leg with the left leg behind you. That's option number 2. And then our last option is going to be pigeon, which I'll show you from the side. And you can go ahead and extend the left leg as far back as it feels good, and then rotate to come on top of the left leg so that you're sitting right through the center. And then when you're ready, you're going to fold over the right leg, coming into your reclined pigeon. Whichever option you've chosen, go ahead and get cozy there. We're going to be there for a few more breaths. As you land, take a moment to notice the difference on this side. Find some softness through the shoulders and the neck. And see if you can find one more place here to just let go, to relax the muscles. Take 3 more breaths. And on your next inhale, begin to walk it back up. Bringing that left foot back forward, all the way to a comfortable seat. And if you're in your pigeon, slowly coming out of it and finding your way back here. We will all meet with hands back behind the hips. Step your feet hip width apart, knees point up towards the sky. Root down through your fingertips, through the palms of your hands, and let your knees rock side to side like a windshield wiper. Come back through center, and we're going to make our way all the way down to the yoga mat. I am going to use a set of blocks to prop myself up because I'm not supposed to be laying flat. You don't need to worry about these unless you would like to use blocks, you're welcome to. I set the first one on the middle setting and the second one that goes under my head on the top setting. You can also use a bolster or a pillow for this, but the next few things we're doing, unless you're pregnant, you really don't need this extra back support, but it is available if you would like it. I'm sorry, I said you can do the middle and the top, or you can do the smallest and the medium. So you can lay on blocks, or you can go straight to your back. Keep your feet planted, knees pointed up towards the ceiling, and then take your arms out to a T. Just like we did before on those windshield wipers, how we did it seated, we're going to do it here lying down. So go ahead and let your knees rock side to side, finding that little windshield wiper motion. And then come back through center. We're going to land in Shavasana today, coming to a corpse pose. Extend your right leg out, extend your left leg out. Shake out your arms and let them come down to your sides. Go ahead and plant your palms face down to help your body ground into the present moment. Allow your eyes to flutter closed. And we're going to be here for a few minutes, finding stillness in Shavasana. Allow your body to grow heavy. Soften through your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Take a deep breath in. Let out a big exhale. Feel the space where your fingertips touch the ground. Feel the space where your heels touch the ground. And finally, feel the pressure of your whole body against the ground. Take a deep breath in. Let out a big exhale. When you're ready, turn to one side, come to fetal position, keeping your eyes closed for just a moment longer here. Consider how you want to move forward in this day. Choose one intention. And when you're ready, press all the way up to seated. Let your eyes flutter open. Come back to this present moment. We will end with a breath together for everyone who is practicing with us. One hand on your heart, one on your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let out a big exhale. Bring your palms together at heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below. And I will be dropping the meditation for day 3 of the Stress-Free Holidays series tomorrow. And I look forward to sharing that with you. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. I will see you guys next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.